I can do nothing but stand here, frozen in utter disbelief. Emma's gaze meets mine as the light in her eyes slowly drains away into nothingness. Oh no! Emma's going bye-bye! Her legs tremble, weak attempts at breaths leaving her lips alongside trickles of blood. You can't die! I just got you back. As the final wisp of her life leaves her, Emma's body falls to the floor, limp and unmoving. Emma! My muscles finally loosen, and I automatically surge towards her. The door behind Emma continues to rattle, the undead on the other side never letting up in their assault. Wait, who killed her then? Whose claw penetrated the door? But I didn't care about that. I have to get Emma out of here. Even if it's too late to save her, I can't leave her for the zombies to claim. Onyx, don't! The distance between us closes quickly, my tears falling faster with each step I take. When I finally reach her, I pull the metal pipe from her chest with all the strength I can muster. Oh yeah, who put the metal pipe in there? Did the zombies think? Can they think? I can think of only one thing. Getting her out, taking revenge. Forget taking revenge, you are weak, Onyx. Get her out of there. I toss the pipe aside and drop to my knees, struggling to lift Emma's limp form. To carry someone who still has strength in them is one thing, but the complete slackness of her muscles only hammers in that she's well and truly gone. I doubt she's gone. Onyx is the MC. How can his closest people die? Come on, damn it. Let me help you. Let me... My words get caught in my throat, leaving me unable to speak as I break into sobs once again. Onyx, look out! Oh, come on, Onyx, it's now time to break down now. You got a zombie apocalypse happening. You better run. I'm too caught up in my emotions to notice when the door's lock finally gives in. What is this? Onyx, think for a moment. This is not the right situation for you to lose control of your emotions. You can grieve all you want after you've saved yourself. All at once, the horde of zombies fall inward, stumbling over one another as they surround me in an instant. Suddenly, I have a moment of clarity, and I realize what's about to happen. Now you have a moment of clarity. What happened before this? You lost all of your moments of clarity, eh? I look up to see nearly a dozen ravenous monsters closing in on me. The half second before they reach me gives me just enough time to close my eyes. Don't close your eyes. Look at death with your eyes open and accept my fate. Suddenly, a cacophony of horrific sounds fills my ears. Bones snapping, blood spilling, and bodies hitting the ground. It must be the Savior. Through it all, a familiar voice can be heard. Not Lila's, but Emmy. I knew it. The Savior is your friend, Emma. When I open my eyes, Emma stands before me with the bodies of the zombies splayed out all around her. Told you Em's closest friends cannot die, cause he has the plot armor. It can't be. For a moment, I feel like I must have gone completely crazy, or that this is just some dream. But then I see the state of her. Emma's skin is pale and seemingly stitched together. Her stance is uneven and inhuman, as though she's forgotten how to stand properly. How? She's a zombie? But she protected me. Emma turns to face me, her eyes once again bright, yet unsettlingly hollow. Emma? Wait, how did she turn into a zombie? She was pierced by the pipe, not by the zombies. I tell you, this is all staged. Onyx? Wait, how can she speak as well? Zombies can't speak. She clutches her head, looking as though she might kneel over as she returns to her senses. Her pale skin slowly shifts from its sickly color back to its normal hue. Oh no! She has a superpower now! She can transform into a zombie anytime she wants! Even the stitches seem to disappear. How did she even get stitches? She wasn't stitched together, was she? It's not as though they were never there, but as if I simply can't perceive them. Pretty soon, the same Emma from before appears to be standing in front of me, except for the gruesome hole in her chest. Emma! Is it really? What are you? I really want to ask what are you, but that's not the response Onyx would give. He would say that, is that really you? Is it really you? You're alive? She looks down at herself, seemingly just as astonished as me. It's me, yes? Despite the confounding situation, hearing her voice again is enough to bring tears to my eyes all over again. Emma's eyelids flutter shut, and she falls forward. I quickly jump forward and catch her in my arms before she can hit the ground. And as Lila approaches my side, I turn towards her. We need to get her some help. No, duh. After finding the necessary supplies in the nurse's office, we try our best to treat her injuries. I breathe a sigh of relief when I look down at her. I think that should do it, right? It's the best we can do with what we have. Well, the hole is patched up, at least. I'm just glad there weren't any more hordes on the way here. Indeed. Though we may have other problems on our hands now. Lila's gaze focuses on Emma as she starts to steer. If she turns back into that thing, we may need to defend ourselves. She won't. I know she won't. No, you don't, Onyx. You don't even know how she did it in the first place. Slowly, Emma's eyes open. Where? Shh, it's okay. You're alright now, Em. I am? I don't feel She starts to sit up and lets out a groan of pain. Ouch! What's the deal with this pain? Did someone swap my spine for a pretzel? Pretzel? Yeah, a pretzel. I'm starting to think I'm more of a snack than a person right now. Emma looks around, still clearly disoriented but trying to maintain a sense of humor. What happened to me? I furrow my brow. You don't remember? No, I remember. I don't understand it. We're just as confused as you are. I really don't know what happened back there, but I'm just glad you're alive. I can't hold back my relief anymore as I lunge forward to hug her. And though her strength is limited, Emma is all too happy to return the gesture. If alive is even what I am, heh. After a few seconds, we pull away from one another. So, you really don't have a clue what that was about? Nope. But for some reason, I feel like it's not the first time it's happened. Really? Can you remember anything about it? Wait, if it's not the first time, then she was already infected. Way before the zombie apocalypse happened. So who infected her? That is the question. Emma closes her eyes, trying to focus on her memories. I think it was a little over a year ago. Huh? But that would have been around senior year. The time you were missing. It seems as though the mystery of the necromancer goes deeper than we thought. Necromancer? That sounds kind of familiar. Our discussion is suddenly interrupted by the sound of something slamming against the door. Looking over, I see a zombie's face pressed against the glass. We had better get back to the safe house before we talk about this. Agreed. After grabbing as many medicinal supplies as we can carry, we carefully make our way back to the makeshift sanctuary. Onyx! Mira stomps toward me, clearly very angry. And the second she closes the distance, she wins back and slaps me across the face. Ow! What the hell? That's what I was going to say. What were you thinking going out there without telling me? Sorry, Mira. I rubbed my warm cheek. It was sort of a spur of the moment thing. But as you can see, I'm completely safe and sound. Oh, now we're gonna have a close-up of Mira. There you go. Mira's nose wrinkles. I still think you should have said something. I wasn't there to protect you. What if you... Wait, she cares? Her gaze turns towards the ground, reddened cheeks puffed up into a pout. Mira, I'm sorry. I didn't know you cared that much about me. Me neither. Of course, I care about you, dummy. Ooh, that sounds so cliche. She shakes her head. Forget it. She turns away, prepared to stomp off again. I have a feeling I know what she was about to say. But do I feel the same? I doubt you do. You have 3 options, actually 4. If you include the vice president, no, not the vice president, the council president. Student council president. Yes, there you go. Do you love her? Tell Mira your feelings. Wait, I got this choice already? Are you sure this is the right choice? Oh, this is AI. Wait, even if I confess to Mira, I don't think it's gonna be over. Let's try it out, shall we? I reach out to take Mira's hand to stop her from leaving. Mira, wait! I have a confession to make. Oh, I can ask Mira 5 questions instead of 4. Okay, let's ask. Let's see. First things first. What do I? Okay. What's your age? Here you go. Okay, ask this first one. Submit. Okay, so you're safe. Now let's ask the second question. What's your 3 measurements? Yep. You gotta make sure everything's there. Oh, come on. She won't even say that. Then what's the point? Staying safe from vampires and zombies. Okay. Alright, then I wasted the second question. The third question. Natural. That's the third one, right? Yeah, that's the third question. Ah, there you go. So it's not the natural. Okay, let me ask. Fourth question, gonna carry on with the third. You better answer me this. Submit. That's the fourth one, right? Yeah. It's light blonde. I'm trying to look at her without the pink hair, with the light blonde hair. Can't imagine it. Okay, let's try the final one. What's the final one? Let's see. What do I ask? Oh, yes. Okay, are we really a... Yeah, let's ask this. Answer me. No, so sweet. Next one. I hold Mira close. All my weariness and stress disappears in an instant. Wait, when did you confess? I didn't even see you confess. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm glad to have you here with me. Me too, Onyx. She smiles warmly at me. Wait, I should have asked for her date. Her birthday. Next time. Now that we have returned, Lila helps me to distribute the medical supplies as needed while Emma finds a place to recuperate. Many of the healthier students set to work tending to the injured ones, including Sophia and Clara. And even though the exhaustion that has built up in me over this long night urges me to rest, I fight through it to help out. The whole time, I can't help but wonder about Emma's unusual infliction. Just what exactly is she? Is she a human? A zombie? Or both? Why can't she retain her identity? And who did this to her? Onyx? Hello? Okay, who's talking now? Huh? You're mummifying him, Onyx? I snap out of my thoughts and look down at the student I have been helping. That's when I see his entire leg wrapped tightly in gauze. It's cutting off my circulation, I think. Crap, sorry. I'll loosen it for you. It takes a few minutes of rewrapping to do it properly. Afterward, Clara and I step away. You okay, Onyx? Yeah, sorry. I was just thinking about stuff. I get it. There's certainly a lot to think about. Anything specific on your mind? Yeah, but it's a lot to lay out at once. Better to talk about it once we're all sorted. Sure, makes sense. In the meantime, you should probably take a break and try to get some sleep or something. You look like you're in major need of some Z's. Me? The others around here said you haven't stopped moving this whole time. You need rest just as much as I do, if not more. Clara shakes her head. Nah, I'm totally fine. I could go another 12 hours easy. Although she puts on a big smile, her eyes have huge bags underneath them. Clara, you've done a lot for everyone here. If it weren't for you, we might not have even lasted this long. But you can't seriously hope to keep it up. I'll get some rest soon, I promise. I just need to make sure everyone has what they need. Then I need to check my samples to see if there's any progress. And obviously, we'll need to figure out what to do for food if we're staying here much longer. Jeez. And I thought I had a lot on my mind. Now that she's brought it up, I am curious about her samples, plans for the future. Forget the plans for the future, we're looking for samples right now. I almost forgot about the samples you took. Have you made any progress? A little. For one, it seems to be transmittable through the mixing of bodily fluids. Saliva? If the zombie's saliva or blood gets into your system, you could become infected. But beyond that, I don't know the exact effects it causes. Other than that we have observed, obviously. So, it can spread. Realizing the severity of the situation, my stomach churns. That's concerning. It's okay. As long as we cover our bare skin and don't take any dumb risk, we won't be victims. Onyx is in a very risky position right now. He will definitely be a victim. When you put on dumb risk, you should put on equals to Onyx as well. She furrows her brow, thinking. It's too bad we don't have any leather. I always told myself I would deck out in a bunch of leather gear if something like this ever happened. Is fashion really something to consider during a zombie apocalypse? It's not for fashion. The leather helps to protect against punches and scratches. It would look pretty badass too, though. She claps her hands together and grins widely. Anyway, I've got stuff to do. Pardon moi, Onyx. Clara is so determined to keep going. It's admirable. But I'm concerned she's going to burn out if she continues at her current pace. I should stop her before she passes out, right? Help Clara relax, let her go. Nah, we got the gems. Let her relax. Nope. I reach out to grab Clara's shoulder as she tries to pass by. Huh? You're obviously worn out. And honestly, so am I. So, how about we take a break together? Clara's eyes stirred back and forth as she hesitates. But, just a short one. It's been a while since we have been able to relax and hang out, right? When you put it that way, I guess it couldn't hurt. But I'm only agreeing cause it's you. Well, then I'm flattered. Come on, let's find somewhere to sit. Amidst the crowded lab, finding somewhere to rest is tricky, let alone getting any sort of privacy. But we managed to find a nice spot behind one of the counters where we can be alone. Clara lets out a sigh of relief. Phew! Now that I'm finally off my feet, I realize how much I needed this. I told you that you needed a rest. I'm just not used to being this active. I don't really get out much, so most of my exercise comes from fitness video games. People actually use those to work out? Duh! What else would they be for? Who uses them? I don't. I don't think most of the people do either way. I just thought most people use them only a couple of times before letting them collect dust. Same here, Onyx, same here. That's what I did with mine. Clara laughs. Maybe you're just lazy. Wait, are you calling me lazy, Clara? I playfully narrow my eyes at her. Rude. I'm just messing with you, Onyx. You look like you're pretty fit. But if you really want to get your blood pumping, you could always come with me to the arcade. Dance Step Rebellion is great for working up a quick sweat. That's not really the first thing that comes to mind when I think of working up a sweat. Come on, Onyx, what you thinking? Yeah? If you'd rather stay home, I know something that can be done in the bedroom that's pretty good for it. What are you thinking, Clara? Clara leans in, her soft chest pressing against my shoulder in a very suggestive manner. Whoa, where did that come from? Clara lets out a gremlin skill. Let me try that again. Clara lets out a gremlin skill snicker as my cheeks flush. Come on, I'm just messing with you again. Unless I'm not. She makes a clawing gesture as she silently mouths a playful roar. As goofy as it looks, it's impossible not to see the genuine desire behind it. But the teasing ends when Clara lets out a tired huff and slumps against me. Oh boy. Maybe snoozing a bit wouldn't be a bad idea after all. Go ahead. I'll just keep watch over you. Thanks, Onyx. Wake me up in a few minutes, okay? She lets out a long yawn as she nestles into my shoulder. Almost immediately, she falls asleep and lets out a small groan as her body twitches. She's so cute. Wow, that was fast. I guess your girl's a bit of a heavy sleeper, isn't she? Emma approaches me quietly, much more timid than she usually is. Emmy, she's not, anyway, how are you feeling? Emma shirts. As good as I possibly can, I guess. It feels like a monster truck drove over my chest. But I'm still alive, so that's good. I think. That's the $1 million question, isn't it? How do you think you got this way? Like you said before, it probably has to do with whatever happened to me a while back. And you still don't remember anything about that time. Like where you were while you were missing or anything about when you came back? Emma shakes her head. It's all a complete blur. For all I know, I've actually been dead this whole time. She raises her arm, studying the spot where the stitches in her skin could once be seen. What should I say? We'll get to the bottom of this. I'm just glad you're here. Forget that we'll definitely get to the bottom of this. Eventually. We'll figure it out together, Em. Emma's eyes meet mine, and she smiles softly. Thanks for having my back. And always. Thankfully, my vampire friend over there is looking into the very same thing we are. Emma's eyes go wide. You're what? Oh, right. Lila's a vampire. Emma briefly closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. Sure, okay. I guess anything is possible at this point, so I should be surprised. She pauses for a moment. Oh wait, you shouldn't be surprised. Why are you surprised? She pauses for a moment before playfully punching my shoulder. So, I've got some thinking to do. You take it easy, alright? I nod. I'll try. After Emma walks up, I recall the day's events. I let out an exhausted sigh. When I turn to glance out the window, the sun is already starting to peek over the horizon. Jeez, what a long damn day this has been. There's nothing more I can do right now. All I can do now is to try to sleep. And hope the zombies don't find us. The end for this chapter. Yep.